Welcome to Year 3 of the Funding Love podcast with Mal and Kate. We are two adoptive moms that seek to love, support, and elevate all corners of the adoption triad while running our nonprofit Funding Love.
In Year 3, we will be talking all about parenting, Disney, adoption, and more with an all-star lineup of incredible guests, both inside and outside the adoption community.
So grab your favorite beverage and pull up a chair,
because everyone has a seat at our table.
Together, we are Funding Love,
the podcast. Hello and welcome to episode 118 of the Funding Love podcast with Mal and Kate. And I'm Kate, and I'm here with Mal.
Hi, Kate. How is your day going today?
Oh, it's great. Actually, yeah, it's a great day. It's just raining. It's like a monsoon out here in Fort Lauderdale. So I'm enjoying being inside. A nice reason to be inside.
Yes, for Florida to be the tropical weather that it is, we haven't had a ton of rain. And so yesterday and today we've been getting the rain. And I'm not going to lie, I have the back sliding door wide open with the screen door closed. Yep. I love a good rain shower. Sometimes it just feels like it washes all of the not only just like the dirt and the pollen, but like the busyness, and it just like calms my soul. So,
well, I'm just going to tell you, welcome to Florida summer. So you said you haven't had much rain. Well, we are in hurricane season. It is June.
Yes.
So that is why here we are. You're seeing all the rain.
Yes, I'm excited.
It's a nice break, but 118, I can't believe we're here. We have some announcements to make just because we feel like we're in a transition. So we're going to talk about that today on this episode.
That's right. So we are currently in season 3 of the Funding Love podcast. And the way that we've kind of done it in the past is we launched this episode in April because you and I took an amazing vacation in January. Yeah. And we were like, hey, let's launch a podcast. We pulled it all together and launched it in April 3 years ago, essentially. Mm-hmm. And so we have gone consistently every single Monday for over...
It was 2.5 years.
I guess it's like two years, yeah. Over 2 years, because we are currently in season 3. So we would start season 2 the April following, and then we started season 3 this April of 2024. But now we are feeling the tug to kind of switch it up a bit. Yeah. Not in like a completely different way, but we're wanting to kind of hone in the things that we're talking about. We're wanting to kind of hone in our quality and our process of how we go about making these podcasts. We would love to up our audience if that's wherever you're streaming right now, or if you're watching on YouTube. We would love to have more engagement, more views, more downloads. I mean, I know that's always the purpose of any content that you put out there, is to reach further people. But we are planning on taking a bit of a break here. And it means that season 3 ended up being about, 8 weeks long, 10 weeks long, something like that.
3 months.
Yes. And so we're going to take a bit of a break and come back this fall with season 4 and with a bit of a new format. So do you want to kind of talk about the format we're kind of thinking about?
Yeah. I feel like we've been, like you said, we've been going every single Monday. So looking forward, we're like, okay, how can we change this up? Still be true to who like we are in the conversation we're having, but maybe have a little bit more intentionality about how we're doing it. So we're going to we're still going to think about this. We want to take the summer to really dive into this, but our idea is to have like maybe 8 to 10 week seasons and be really intentional with what that 8 weeks will be. And so then like dive in hardcore, make really up our quality a little bit. Now, I really think that we've grown since season 1. Let's be honest here. Those who've been with us all the way along from there to now, like we have video, like what the heck? So that's cool. So we're going to kind of shift that a little bit and kind of, break our seasons down to smaller. So right. I think that's going to allow us to maybe even have a little bit more themes, a little more series going on with our seasons. And I'm excited about it, actually. I think it's
Me too. Cool. Me too. And I think we built a nice firm foundation over the past 2 and some odd years. What we're not saying is that we feel like we're doing a poor job and we need to change things.
Oh, yeah.
We truly believe and stand by all of the content that we have created. So during this break, we really encourage you to go back and binge all of these 118 episodes, because there are some really great nuggets of education, information, some really powerful stories, and all of them, even though not every single episode is all about adoption, because we have stuff in there about faith, we have stuff in there about parenting, homeschooling, traveling. it all kind of still ties back to adoption, especially if you are an adoptive family.
Yeah.
Um, so we encourage you to go back and look at that. But as much as like they tell you consistency is key in growth, we've also found like maybe we're a little too reliable. People know we're coming out every Monday, and so they're not getting on there every Monday. They'll be like, "Oh, well, I'll catch up later."
Yeah.
We really want to create maybe a little more hype around when our seasons drop, and a little more hype in when our episodes come out. And then, like we said, carrying maybe a theme over those weeks of the content that we create, so that you can really be plugged into each episode as they connect together. So we really are dreaming big and hoping to bring a little more excitement. Not that the past episodes aren't exciting, but a little more hype and a little more. You know how they say like leave them wanting more. We're ready to start leaving you wanting more.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've never left them wanting more. No, I do, like you said, we're not like changing because we think what we've done is bad, but
Right.
this is just kind of what you and I do. I don't know if it's I don't even want to say we get bored, but we're like, okay, what can we do? Let's
Yeah.
shift it. Let's make it better. We dream, we have these
Yep.
ideas. And in order to really make them good, we do need to take this break to like give
Yeah.
it the brain thought that we want to give it, have the time to record what we want to record,
Yeah.
and to be a little bit more intentional. And, to be honest with you, because we've been going so consistent, our lives are busy. We have some things that
Yes.
we, as a family, we want to take that time together. Even stuff that we have going on with Funding Love this summer and things
Mhm.
that we are going to be doing there.
Mhm.
So I think it's going to be a good break. And I think the fall is a great time to kind of relaunch the next season. I'm
Right.
about it.
So look for us to drop more podcast episodes. Be sure to continue to follow along with us on Facebook, Instagram. You can even follow Caitlin and I personally. What's your handle on Instagram?
Kate Dawn Duck.
Kate Dawn Duck, and I am Mal, your pal. So follow us personally as well, because we'll be sure to share any Funding Love updates in our stories as well. And so look for that about mid-September. But between now and then, Funding Love is still rocking and rolling. I mean, we have I Am
Stuff
Funding
going
Love Day.
on.
I Am
Yes.
Funding Love Day coming up in August. So August 17th is our anniversary. We will be 6 years old as an organization, and we are celebrating with an event called Bibs and Bids. So we're continuing on from last year with our virtual 5K. And when you're listening to this, as this podcast drops, our race packages are closed. So we are now currently in the process of making those and shipping those. So if you bought a race package, thank you. Thank you. We are so excited to have you running with us. Be sure to run that 5K, walk that 5K when you get your race package. Take a selfie and post it on August 17th using the hashtag I Am Funding Love. But in addition to that, because like Caitlin just said, we are always dreaming. We're always saying, how can I level up? I don't know. It must be like our personalities, right?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
What's
It's been
next?
a
I
lot of
don't know.
personalities. What's next?
Whatever.
How are we getting better? How are we growing? How are we improving? And so this year we added a online or virtual auction as well.
Yep.
Yes.
That's going to be cool. And I think that was kind of birthed out of the people who wanted to go to the gala, maybe couldn't go to the gala, wanted to be a part of the live or the silent auction, but couldn't be because you have to attend the gala to be a part of what we have there. So
Right.
we've always talked about having this throughout the year, having an auction that all of our donors and supporters can be a part of.
Yeah.
And we're bundling it with the 5K. And I think that's cute. The Bibs and Bids, super cute, like little marketing thing. I like that idea. So we'll have some fun stuff. I think it's fun stuff that can be easily shippable. So anything you bid on and win, we can get
shipped to you.
Quick.
Yeah. So since it's July, be sure to follow along on our social media pages, because we will be dropping little sneak peeks of the things we have. We have some art. We have some signed Disney memorabilia. We have some small business items. It's going to be really cute and really fun, and we hope that you'll participate, because as you make those bids and win those items, 100% of those proceeds, in addition to 100% of the proceeds that we made off of our race packages, all go back into our mission at Funding Love. So why don't you tell them our mission again, Caitlin?
Strengthen bonds. Well, we create post-adoption experiences that strengthen bonds, build community, and restore people. And that is what we do. We do that through Disney Vacations currently, but we're growing. So we
are growing. And so, Caitlin, I also want you to tell them what other exciting news that we get to drop today that we're going to be talking about more over this summer and then releasing this fall as well.
We weren't even going to drop this today, but as we were talking before we recorded, we're like, well, why not?
Why not? Let's do it today.
So let's do it today.
Yes.
So we have a date. We have an official date. And this is so exciting because we didn't get a date this soon last year
Yes.
for the gala. So Gala 2025, we have a date. It's April 25th.
Woohoo!
2025. It's going to be at the Four Seasons again, and I am so pumped. So we are going to be blasting that out on social all summer long so that you guys will be able to see what's coming. And you can also know when tickets will go on sale so that you can be a part of that as soon as possible and support our cause there. No, I am so excited because that means that we can now start like all of the
putting
things
plans
that are
in
here.
action.
Yeah, all the things that are here and in my journal, we can start like checking it off and getting it done.
Right.
I'm so pumped. And we got some, I don't know what this year's going to entail because we really have to talk about it, but I'm excited about the theme.
Me too.
And the music and everything. So
yes,
I know.
It's going to be fantastic.
We love production here at Funding Love in the gala. Like that is something I love, a good production. Okay.
Yes. So be sure to mark your calendars, save the date, save up where ticket prices will remain the same. $500 a ticket, $5,000 a table. Save up now. Yes. April is coming and we want you to be there. Put it in that budget. Go ahead and plan ahead. Snag a room on Disney property or in the Walt Disney World area. There's a lot of good neighbor hotels or hey, stay at the Four Seasons. My goodness, is it not fantastic? So go ahead. Plan ahead. Now is the time to go ahead and start planning to spend the evening with us on April 25th.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm so excited about that. Well, I can't believe it. I can't believe we're taking our first break. I'm looking forward to all of the dreaming that is going to happen.
Me too.
And that we can both spend some family time with our families and kind of focus on that too, because we got some things coming up. And Mallory and I, the Elras and the Duckworths, are actually taking their first vacation together this summer.
Yay!
Like an official trip together. All of these years, our families have never really
the whole
traveled and taken a trip
intentionally. Yeah, we'll meet up in Disney because we're both there, but it's not like our whole family is going on a trip together. So it's going to be exciting.
We're going to check out Alaska together. It's going to be fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, gosh. Well, listeners and viewers now, we are so grateful, honestly, for your support for these 118 weeks that we have been doing this. And we hope that you're as excited as we are for this next season 4 that's coming. So thanks for tuning in or listening or watching this episode of the Funding Love podcast. We'll see y'all this fall. Have a good day.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Funding Love podcast. We are a crowd-funded nonprofit, which means that people like you can help make a lasting impact in the lives of adoptive families and birth moms. At Funding Love, we create post-adoption experiences that strengthen bonds, build community, and restore people. And when you partner with us, whether that is giving online, signing up to become a monthly donor, or simply buying merchandise from our shop, you are funding love.